Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to show you guys how to cut up some smoked pigtail. This is great to season your collard greens for the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. It's New Year's, and it's great to make pea soup as well. So pretty much just want to start with your knife. I always use a cleaver because the bone of these things is kind of hard, and you just want to try to make a chop, and usually go through for the most part. And definitely when you're finished, it kind of looks just like the oxtail, which is the tail, so it comes out the same. And it's not fully cooked, so you definitely want to cook it. And this is what people use to season their collard greens for the holidays. So I get asked these questions a lot because a lot of stores do not cut them for safety reasons. So this is a way of you can buying them at the store and taking it home and cut it yourself. And it's always good to cut stuff yourself for the most part, because then you could definitely get it the size that you're looking for. Because if these are too big, you can still cut them a little smaller if you're trying to stretch it. Because when it comes time to Thanksgiving time, especially, it's always very hard to find smoked meat. So sometimes you're just lucky enough to get one pack, and you kind of have to cut it up because you're making a big portion. So this video is definitely going to help you to cut it up. So you just want to try to aim your knife on one side. Sometimes you can get a straight chop through, depends on how thick it is, but sometimes you have to do two. And when you're chopping, try not to hold it, just because sometimes the aiming point changes on the way down. So see, sometimes it's a clean chop, sometimes it's not. And always try to use a cleaver when you're doing stuff like this. It just makes the job easier because you have the weight. So if you try to use a regular knife, it's going to be harder because you don't have the weight behind it, and you're going to hurt your shoulder. And I always try to use the tip of your cleaver. It's just that's just where you're going to get the most force at the time when you're slamming it down. And it comes, it's like, depends on how thin they are, it comes out way easier. But the thin one doesn't have a lot of meat, so it's good to kind of get the thick ones, because then you're going to ensure yourself more meat and more flavor. And you could also use this to make like pea soup or like whatever beans you like. You can definitely incorporate it in that, but it's mostly used for for people to season their collard greens. So if you're definitely looking to season your collard greens, this is kind of just like an oxtail. And so if you're looking to season your collard greens, this is definitely the way how you want to do it. Because like I said, sometimes for the holidays, it get really scarce, and you're lucky enough to get a pack. And sometimes you have to take it home and cut it up because the stores will not do it for you because of safety reasons. So this is a way to take it home and cut it safe and get the right amount you need to cook the best collard greens for your family. So that's definitely what it looks like, just like oxtail. Same thing, just a smaller version. So, I'm definitely going to try to do another video of doing the raw one. So I just did this video because I get asked this question a lot. So definitely want to show people, especially with the holiday coming up, of how to cut it yourself. And that's just like an oxtail. So when you have to finish cutting it up, and it's going to come out in the pot like this. This was good to cut it up because it's going to give it that better flavor. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment.